Oh no.
Welcome back to our channel, all about you, all about me. We're having a lot of fun here. We are creating a whole bunch of great attitude and we're trying to get away from the negative attitude. So today's discussion is about
Attitude.
attitude, attitude. Earl Nightingale had this to say about attitude. He believed that a positive attitude can unlock potential, create opportunities, and lead to a more fulfilling life. While on the other hand, a negative attitude can only prevent you from any progress in your life. So, with that said, I'm going to have Rosie start this discussion today about what she takes in as attitude, and we're going to talk about it. What do you think, Rosie? Are you ready for this?
I think so. Okay, Bob Proctor put in, well, made me see that we can make the decision of whether we have a positive outlook of things or a negative outlook of things. And that put a lot of things in perspective for me because I realized that, yes, a lot of the times situations would happen and I made the choice whether it was a positive thing or a negative thing. At the time, I didn't think that was so, but it was. And for some reason, there were times when I actually picked the negative outlook. And I'm not sure why, but I did. And in retrospect, I could have seen how much easier it would have been to look at it positively. Now, in my current state, I do see that. It's like, things will happen to me, and I'll say, ooh, stop, take a moment. Yes, you could take it negatively, but there has to be a positive in this. So I actually have to think about it and then decide to go the positive way. An example. Yesterday, I had a sad experience and I opted to go the negative way. But I think that it was just because of my state of mind and because I think I needed the negativity for that moment. But now I can look at it and I can say, oh, I can see the positiveness in it. So yesterday they came to pick up the urn for my little sister's ashes. And it upset me. And it upset my husband as well. And we took it the negative way. And, then we talked about it. We hugged each other. And then we saw what we did. And we actually laughed about it. I think that we had a duh moment. It was like, I thought to myself, Rosie, what did you think was going to happen? The ashes were just going to appear in the urn, And then, so we laughed together and we said, duh, it was going to happen, So we took it into a positive thing. It's like, okay, now they have it. And when we see it again, she'll be there.
Mm-hmm. She'll always.
Oh, well, she's always in my heart.
Yes.
But, her little ashes will physically be there.
I love that.
Thank you for
I love
sharing.
that.
Rosie.
That was beautiful.
Beautiful. I kind of want to talk about parents. Sometimes as parents, we kind of get this negative attitude. And I know that when I used to be in a classroom, every time we used to have parent conferences.
Oh, yes.
We always, I've always, I'm sorry, but I was always for that child that needed extra attention, extra repeating of this or repeating of that. And when I would have a parent conference, I remember they would just come like, oh my gosh, here we go again. Yes, I'm ready. Go ahead. How bad, or what did he do, or what did she say, or how did? And then when we would say to her, or when I would say, thank you for having your child in my class. Thank you. She has made such an impact. He has done so much for this classroom. Their mouth just open, like what? No, wait. Are you sure? I am so smothered.
My
Is
child.
this what
You have the right child.
Yeah. And I would look at them, and that's an attitude. That's an attitude. And I'm just saying, yes, maybe they're challenged. I'm not saying they're not. But as teachers, or as me being a teacher, I always kind of looked because I knew that all they
I
wanted
needed that love.
was that little encouragement, that positive attitude classroom, that fun classroom where they would come alive. They could become themselves.
Yes.
They would be able to be themselves. And sadly, I mean, it's sad to know that that child wasn't even able to be themselves at home. So I think that this is not going to be the only discussion. We're going to have several discussions on attitude. It is so important because, again, like Proctor says, what is attitude? Well, it's our actions, right? It's our belief systems. It's what we believe. It's what we think and we feel and the ideas we get.
Yes.
So I think that once you know what you're thinking, once you really know how you feel, guess what? You're gonna act like that.
Yes.
And if, like Rosie was saying with her experience yesterday, she was thinking of her loved one in the past. Well, there is no past. I hate to tell you this. And, we have the faculty called memory, which we will discuss that too. But remember, what we think, how we act, is exactly what will come out. So let's be kind to one another. Let's love one another.
Please be kind to
Ourselves.
yourself.
Yes.
Please be kind to yourself. And I think that's another part of this whole attitude is the love that you share for yourself. Because without that, we are so hard on ourselves as humans. We're not forgiving. I know that on many occasions I'm not. And I'm learning to be kinder to myself. If on that particular thing I want to express myself, I express, make my faces, which I'm known for because my whole attitude is right here. So just watch my face. You can tell exactly what I'm feeling and thinking, how I'm acting. But just really and truly, first and foremost, be kind to yourself. Because when you do that, it's a beginning. Everything it feels like you're beginning, but you're not beginning. You're just building on that building block. It's just more and more and more. So that's important.
Okay, like I said, this is not our only discussion on attitude. We actually have a lot of discussions on attitude. We would love if you could subscribe and like that our channel. It is new and we are really hoping to stay on for a long time and want to. Our attitude is that we are. Therefore, we want to hear and we want to see that you're liking what you see. Thank you, and next time.